Hi, so could you introduce yourself? You're Patrick.
Hello, my name is Patrick Gervasi. I'm 33 years old and I'm Italian.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Patrick. And the few series of questions may take 10 to 15 minutes, I guess, if you had to explain in detail. Well, but you can shorten the version of your answer. So, can you describe your first impression of ChatGPT's interface? What aspects did you find it appealing, unappealing, and what visual layout and design of ChatGPT you seem to be user friendly?
Um,
You can hold it if you want.
yeah,
Maybe a little bit farther. This will be all right.
okay. I think that is absolutely a good tool, very useful. And for example, if someone has a doubt, well, I think that ChatGPT will help you a lot. Especially if you have a very complicated question, you don't have time to Google it or do your research. Well, ChatGPT is a good option.
How do you find the clarity and organization of ChatGPT response? Now, the clarity when you type something and it is going to give you some feedback, right? Output it is going to get. So, how do you find the organizations of ChatGPT? And can you share the experience of the visual presentation of ChatGPT responses? Either it helped you to understand the contents or is it hindered your understanding?
About the visual, I think that it's quite simple but very effective. But one problem I notice is the accuracy. Accuracy is not it's not 100%, but it gets very close to your response. Sometimes it happens that ChatGPT gives you wrong information, but something. But yeah, not
Are you
always.
using the free version or paid version?
Uh, at very beginning, yeah, the 3.5 version. But now, so far, I haven't had a problem yet.
About the reliability wise, how reliable do you find ChatGPT in providing you the informations? Is it accurate and timely? Especially, are there any instances where ChatGPT did not deliver your promise?
Well, as I said, at very beginning, it wasn't accurate 100%, but you know, it was very close to the answer sometimes, to the answer, the question I asked. But now, if we talk in percentage, I'd say 95%, 99 maybe.
And about the reliability wise, how reliable do you find ChatGPT? Oh, that's what just now I asked. I'll move to the next one. That is problem solving. How ChatGPT handle your problems, queries accurately, and is it consistently provides you the correct responses for the first time, or why not?
Yeah, it does. Every time I ask, it's so quickly, so reliable. Especially if you need quick answer, like you don't have time, quick answer, and there you go. So quick, so reliable. Yeah, it's quite useful.
Thank you. And next we'll move towards. Did you feel ChatGPT is always willing to help you with your questions? And how do you perceive ChatGPT's readiness to assist you with any request? Are there any memorable instances?
Well, for when it comes to my job, yeah, it's 100% reliable. Yeah, for the rest, I don't ask so much question to ChatGPT.
Any example? So, for what purpose did you use? What did you use?
For example, I just can you provide me some question about compound words? It's just an example, and yeah, it does. It does all the times.
And how confident are you about the information provided by ChatGPT? Then, did it made you feel secure or insecure about the transaction you had? About the transaction you had with the ChatGPT or the queries that you placed in ChatGPT. So let's say, I'll repeat the question again. Let me check 1 minute. Where it is. To have confident. I can pause this. Okay. How confident are you about the information provided by ChatGPT? Then, how about the responses provided by ChatGPT? Do you find it secure or insecure about the transaction you had with ChatGPT?
Well, as I said, sometimes it's not 100% accurate. So I have to read the answers first, and then if I find mistakes, I'm gonna type you made this mistake, and ChatGPT then will apologize and provide the correct answer.
And the next is about the courtesy. How courteous and respectful the response were from ChatGPT? Do you believe that ChatGPT has necessary knowledge to answer the questions effectively? Can you give an example?
No, I don't think so. I think that it's quite polite and respectful. So I haven't any kind of problem with that till now.
And how well that ChatGPT can be personalized and attentive to your responses. So maybe saying hi by mentioning your name. How personalized do you think that the responses you receive from ChatGPT during interaction time?
No, I don't agree about mention my real name or give some personal data to ChatGPT for the simple reason that when you basically delete the chat, then the chat is gonna get into the server, and then the server, who handles the server and your privacy about that is not clear. So I don't agree with that.
And in what ways that could ChatGPT improve to better cater your individual requirements? What could be the suggestions that you want to have with ChatGPT to improve or cater your needs, individual requirements?
Well, I think that constant updates, constantly. Do not let's start ChatGPT, for example, 2024, and that's it. And then you have to consistently.
3 hours we have to use.
Yeah.
Okay. So next is about how easy it is to find the information. Then easy for you to navigate while using the ChatGPT, or are there any areas for improvement?
Well, everything has to improve all the time. This is my philosophy in my life. But until now, as I said, it's quite reliable. But we can always improve and improve.
How about how will ChatGPT meet your expectations provided? Then what is your experience between the promised as well as delivered? How it affects you?
Well, my experience till now has been quite good. I cannot complain about it. It's always a free tool and actually so accurate. I cannot complain.
And the performance, privacy-wise, how confident are you with the ChatGPT's ability to protect your personal information? And do you have any concerns that you like to address?
When it comes to this, I'm not confident at all, because there's not a clear privacy policy, and so as I said, I don't give my personal data to it.
Yeah. And do you feel ChatGPT interacts with you like a human-like manner? Then how important it is for you the ChatGPT understand and responds in a way that feels empathetic or personable?
No, we are talking about a machine basically. So I don't see any human aspect in ChatGPT. The answers are always standard answers. So it's not typical of humanity.
Got it. And do you perceive ChatGPT has certain personality or character? And can you describe any instance between on the ChatGPT's tone or choice of words that you felt particularly fitting or out of place?
No, as I said, it doesn't have any human aspects, so no personality, no nothing. It's a machine.
Then, next, collectivism wise, how well do you think ChatGPT understands and caters to the group oriented needs or concerns of the people? And in other words, when using ChatGPT, do you feel that ChatGPT is adequately addressing the social or cultural context of your queries, and especially when they involve group dynamics? We know that Thailand is a collectivist society, and Western countries are individual society. You are aware of it, right?
Yes, I'm aware of that. But for example, I've tried once to ask about what is the right of minorities and so on, but the answer are always standard. The ChatGPT doesn't have critical thinking, you know.
That means when it answers, it doesn't consider cultural aspect.
Yeah, no way.
It has
Just
zero
standard.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is about how sensitivity you think ChatGPT towards the cultural differences. Can you share any experience where ChatGPT either succeeded or failed to recognize cultural nuances? Maybe eating pork or recommending certain things aspect.
No, here we go again. As I said, is always
Neutral.
yeah, the same thing. It gives always the same answer. Doesn't change. Maybe can change the words, but the meaning is always same. I can give an example. Once I just asked her, what do you think about the LGBT community? Because I'm a little bit against this kind of propaganda. But ChatGPT, reports what is the dominant thought right now. So standards answer.
Okay.
So.
Thank you. And about the uncertainty avoidance, how does ChatGPT manage situations where the uncertainty or ambiguity in your queries? Can you give an example of how well or poorly it handles such situations? Or in other words, how comfortable are you relying on ChatGPT for decisions that involves a degree of uncertainty, and why?
No, as I said, I use ChatGPT just for working, and that's it. I don't.
For medical reason, let's say wanted to cure, use taking paracetamol or any suggestion. There is this uncertainty. Rather consulting doctor, relying on this.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think if we get some health problem, we have to go to see a doctor or some professional of healthcare.
But similar kind of uncertainty, have you ever felt while sending a query into the ChatGPT and expecting or relying on to be relied on ChatGPT's response?
Yeah, maybe if you want to do some research about this disease, that disease, or whatever. Yeah, in that case, just to know something. Yeah, maybe it's a good choice. But when it comes medical suggestion, I don't agree with that.
Okay. Then how does ChatGPT provide enough information or options to help you feel secure when making decisions that carry risk? In other words, does ChatGPT help reduce your anxiety in uncertain situation? Can you provide an example?
Well, in my case, I don't feel anxiety, so ChatGPT doesn't help at all. But as I said, it's quite, helpful when it comes to my work. When it comes to my work, it's so quickly and so reliable. So, yeah, it's quite useful about that.
So I think that's it. This is the last one. Preference for guidance. How clear, directive are ChatGPT's responses when you ask for advice or guidance in uncertain situations, can you share an example where this can be helpful or lacking? In other words, do you prefer more structured and directive answers from ChatGPT in uncertain scenarios? Why or why not?
This is a very hard question to answer to.
Maybe we'll try to understand further. So, do you prefer more structured and directive answers from ChatGPT in uncertain situations when asked for the advice or guidance in uncertain situations?
Yeah, but what are the uncertain situations? This is what.
So, uncertain situations could be about the future trend. Let's see. So, anything that about to happen in the future. We are taking a medicine, and after 5 days it's going to cure. We are not certain what it is.
But no, I'm not into. As I said, I use just for working and no for medical suggestion, no for anything else. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
We came to the end of
That's
the
been my
interview.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah.